Well, I'm off on my walk with my husband and my dogs to just enjoy one of our last Saturdays where we'll be able to walk on the beach here at Atlantic Beach and enjoy this gorgeous place that I've just come to love so much. This is day 20 of the race to 100K in 100 days with the 7-day weekend mentors. And it's just so hard to believe all that has transpired in just not quite 3 full weeks, and how much so many of the contestants or participants feel they have already grown and benefited from being on this race and really learning. Each of us have different things that have caused us to not have the success in all areas of our life. Many of us, like myself, have attempted to do businesses. I have worked tirelessly, really tenaciously. But what was stopping me? A lot of things go into what really determines success. Like, your fear of success. Maybe your fear of failure. All of us have different things that cause us to not achieve the goals that we want. Sometimes it has nothing to do with how hard you work. In fact, usually it has nothing to do with how much or how hard. It usually has to do with something within us. And, it's been so neat to be on this journey with different people, because each of us have different things that we're sharing, them we're helping people to see, have caused them to have, not the lives that they love. Maybe we have lives that we liked, but to really have life where you're living full out and you see life as a daily adventure. You start embracing the challenges, because in those challenges are blessings. I love Aaron Ellis coined a new word, and I said if enough of us start using it, it's going into the dictionary. And that's all that it takes, is if a word becomes so used and part of a culture, and that's what we're trying to create, is a culture. And the word is blessings. The blessings you learn from lessons. And so we often talk about the blessings of the day, or like aha moments, things that we have discovered in our journey. And it is a culture. Being on this race, I feel like I'm in an entirely different environment. I've been grateful to be here at Atlantic Beach, where, except for wanting to endlessly walk on the beach and enjoy the environment here, the outdoor environment, the indoor environment, where my headspace has been, where my attention has been able to be so focused on what I need to do to accomplish and to learn and to grow. And what's interesting is a lot of the people, a lot of the contestants have found the same thing. Things have changed in their life. Things that needed to change, like 2 people basically lost their jobs. And that's because what they needed was more time to work the race. And as Providence would have it, that's exactly what happened. They got all sorts of more time. And so now they're really able to do the type of things that they want to do. I'll get on that. they want to do to accomplish their goals. It's a season. And, you know, if you were able to leave your job to really grow in a way that is going to impact the rest of your life, it'd almost be worth it, wouldn't it? How often do people have the opportunity to really focus on becoming the best they can be? Well, we've decided we were going to do that, and so it's been a really fun journey these 3 weeks, and 3 weeks is nothing. Now we're just getting revved up. Now we're learning a lot of skills and things that we are able to put into practice to really make it easy, seem relatively easy to accomplish our goals of 100K in 100 days. I know, especially since all of us had a sense of, wow, I've made more money doing this in 2 weeks or 3 weeks than I have in any other single job I've ever worked. All put together sometimes for some of us. So it's such an adventure, and it's been such a blessing. So anyway, I'm going to sign off and just say I'm so grateful. I am just walking in gratitude for being led to this, being allowed to participate, having my husband behind me in doing this, because it's not easy for him. I work many hours, and I'm changing. And there's certain things that it's hard to deal with a person who's going through massive changes, and even if they're positive ones, I'm not quite the same person I was even 3 weeks ago. So hard to get used to someone who seems to be happy most of the time, and is really learning to love herself. And you know, so he's getting all sorts of feelings like I really adore him, because you know, you're supposed to love your neighbor, your spouse, your children as yourself. And it's hard to it's not hard. It's amazing how much more love you have to give to others when you are freely giving love to yourself. That just opens up all sorts of freedom to love those around you. Strangers even seem to be, you see the good in them because you see the good in yourself. And it's just a wonderful thing. So I hope all of you are having a blessed day, and we'll be talking with you soon.